4 quarters of Notre Dame football.
He's met by Alohi Gilman with a nasty hit. Chase Claypool reaches across the goal line. Touchdown Irish. Still moving. Chris Fink inside the 20-yard line. Down he goes.
No matter what happens, we stay together.
And intercepted by Jalen Elliott.
Look, a great fake. Touchdown Notre Dame.
Notre Dame extends their home winning streak to 18 games following a 40-7 victory over Boston College. Welcome to Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com. Along with former Irish linebacker Corey Mays, I'm Darren Pritchett. Corey, it's senior day for Notre Dame. How much of a challenge is it to play on a day in which you embrace your fans and your friends before the game?
Really, the night before is more emotional than the day itself. You know, you're locked in once you see your family and you're ready to go and you want to have that last game to yourself. But really, it was senior day for them. It felt like senior citizen day for me as I saw Tyler Vrabel from Boston College play with his father in New England. And he was just a little kid. Now he's in college. Like, it's amazing. But amazing day for seniors here at Notre Dame.
25th all-time meeting between Notre Dame and Boston College. The Irish have won 6 in a row in the series. Let's go to the first half highlights from Notre Dame Stadium. Once again, senior day for the University of Notre Dame. An opportunity for the players to see their family before the game, including wide receiver Chase Claypool. We go to the action, and early on, Ian Book finds Chris Fink 21 yards for a Fighting Irish first down. Book did a good job of feeling pressure in this ball game, and when he had an opportunity to run, he took off. Here he picks up 13 yards. That sets up Jonathan Dorr. His field goal good from 47 yards out. Notre Dame 3, Boston College nothing. The Irish defense facing the number 5 rushing offense in the country. They did a great job slowing down BC's offense in general. Here, a sack by Alohi Gilman. The Irish going back to work on offense. Ian Book, plenty of time, now rolls to his right, and he finds his tight end, Cole Kmet. He makes the catch, a 26-yard gain. On 2nd down and 7, crossing route to Kmet once again. He'll pick up another Irish first down, a gain of 8. Then Ian Book on play action, pressure coming. Flushes out of the pocket, runs to his right, and he will scamper 13 yards. How about lowering the shoulder and picking up the first down? In the first quarter, Notre Dame 132 yards, Boston College 16. To the second quarter, Jonathan Dorr good from 29 yards out. It was 6-0 Notre Dame. BC putting together a drive. Grossell to Kobe White, 39-yard reception to the 1-yard line. Naked bootleg on 3rd down, and Grossell would score from 1 yard out. BC grabbed a 7-6 lead. Notre Dame's offense, they pick up a first down, a run to Tony Jones, a pickup of 10 on 3rd down and 6. Look at Claypool battling 4 BC defenders and picks up the first down, a gain of 7. Then it's Ian Book once again on 4th and 3. Chris Fink over the middle. The reception is good for 6 yards and another Irish first down. A pass over the middle to Cole Kmet gets the Irish down to the BC 6-yard line. That sets up Claypool on a slant. Touchdown Notre Dame. They lead 13-7.
Well, what can you say? The ever-reliable Chase Claypool, touchdown Irish.
His 10th receiving touchdown of the year. Before the end of the first half, Jonathan Dorr connected on a 45-yard field goal, and at halftime it was Notre Dame 16, Boston College 7, and Corey 253 yards for the Irish in the first half. Ian Book accounted for 212. He had 167 passing yards and 45 rushing yards.
So many yards, but without the points. They were able to move the ball and do really whatever they wanted, but a few penalties here and there. Obviously, playing against themselves stopped some key drives, but you got to put those points on the board. I think they started fast as far as putting yards together, but just not the points on the board.
All right, dominating first half, but it was only 16-7 going to halftime. We'll take a look at the second half highlights coming up next on Inside Notre Dame Football.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Coca-Cola, Under Armour, Gatorade, Vivid Seats, Canon, and SiriusXM.
Welcome back to Inside Notre Dame Football. Along with Corey Mays, I'm Darren Pritchett. At halftime, Notre Dame held a 16-7 lead over Boston College. Let's now take a look at the second half highlights from Notre Dame Stadium. A.J. Dillon, one of the top running backs in the country, he was really held in check today. He's brought down by Ade Ogundeji for no gain. On second down and 10, Grossell under pressure, and down he goes, sacked by Ogundeji. Then it is third down for Boston College and 12 to go. Immediately Grossell under pressure just throws it away. A great start to the second half for the Notre Dame defense.
They came out today. This Notre Dame defense was dominant today. They weren't going to allow Boston College to run all over them.
Jonathan Dorr, a 37-yard field goal, extends the Irish lead to 19-7. BC back on offense. Grossell, the ball stripped out of his hands by Khalid Kareem, recovered by Drew White, and the Irish take over in plus territory. And the Irish go to the run game. Tony Jones Jr. around the corner for 7 yards. Book back to throw. Again, good presence. Saw running room, and he'll take advantage. A stutter step move. He gets down to the BC 19-yard line, a gain of 8. On second down and 2, Jones gets the carry, and he takes the football down to the 11-yard line, setting up Ian Book. He finds Cole Kmet on the touchdown, the 6th receiving touchdown for Kmet this season.
Fake inside, play action, run look. The linebacker gets nosy. Cole Kmet gets nosy in the end zone. Touchdown Irish.
Ties the Notre Dame single-season record for receiving touchdowns by a tight end. And then the explosive play. The track star, Braden Lindsey, takes the handoff. See you later. 61 yards for the Notre Dame touchdown. It's 33-7 in favor of the Fighting Irish.
You have to give your playmakers the ball. This type of speed is something that needs to see so many touches in the game. And I need Brock Wright to find someone to block on this play. Touchdown Irish.
The Irish lead by 26 going to the fourth quarter. Third down and 16. How about reading the eyes of the quarterback? The freshman Kyle Hamilton, his 4th interception of the year, sets up the Irish in scoring range once again, and they take advantage. It's Ian Book's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. He finds Chris Fink, 6 yards, touchdown Notre Dame. It's 40-7 Irish.
It's dangerous down here in the red zone when that quarterback starts to scramble. He's able to buy some time. He has a lot of options right here, but he finds Chris Fink for the touchdown.
And the Fighting Irish close out the home schedule with a 40-7 win over Boston College. Chase Claypool, Ian Book singing the alma mater. The Irish end their home schedule at 7-0. And Corey, look at the story in total yards. 501 for the Irish, only 191 for Boston College.
I don't think anyone saw them rushing for 252 yards today, but they did. So Boston College was the vaunted rushing offense, and they were just going to continue to build looks, and so they can build rushing lanes and rushing gaps. Well, this Notre Dame defense, along with Clark Lee, stepped up today and shut all that down.
Corey, when you think about Ian Book today, especially early in the ball game, he was running for his life at times. But at the same time, he looked very poised in handling what BC was trying to do to him.
I think he just felt comfortable. You know, it wasn't like it's been a couple of times earlier in the season. He's been able to string together. He's looking downfield, and he realizes he can use his feet. Go make some yards. Turn something from nothing into something. So I think here he looks a lot more comfortable this time of year, which is something you want to see. You want to see growth out of your quarterback this time of year.
Book today, 26 of 40 for 239 yards and 3 touchdowns. And for the 3rd consecutive game, he led the Irish in rushing yards, 12 carries for 66. And it seems like over the last couple of weeks, the Irish are now taking advantage of the middle of the field, and Book is finding Cole Kmet. He's finding Chase Claypool. There's some wide open lanes for him to throw the football the last couple of weeks.
You have so many playmakers, and now it's time to find different ways, innovative ways to get them the ball. And I think these last 2 games against Stanford and a bowl game should be very interesting for this offense, especially going into next year as you begin to create and craft your identity for 2020.
Kmet, Fink, and Claypool, all with 7 catches against Boston College. Notre Dame wins over the Boston College Eagles 40-7. Stick around, more Inside Notre Dame Football is coming up.
Jack Nolan with Irish head coach Brian Kelly after Notre Dame's dominant 40-7 win over Boston College. You made it look easy, but it wasn't easy. You understand the intensity of this rivalry, especially for BC. You told your guys on Thursday, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to grind it out. And you had to for 2 quarters and maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, I thought they played well. I thought their first half was is as good as that we've seen on film. They executed very well. They mixed things up. They played a lot more cover 2. They trapped it. Brought some blitzes that we had not seen. Now they had an extra week, to prepare for us, so it was kind of difficult. We made some adjustments along the way, and I think that helped us settle the guys down. I thought that they were a little uneven to start, but they kind of settled down and played much better.
Little uneven.
That's the guys tapping the sign. If you can hear that,
yes.
That's all of our seniors heading back out to the field to see their parents and run the stadium. So I just want everybody to know we're in my office, but it's real time. They're tapping the sign as they head out.
And a lot of people don't know there's 2 signs. There's one at the top of the stairs, then there's a more famous one at the bottom of the stairs.
That's correct. So they're tapping the sign at the top.
In a 40-7 game, people who didn't watch it all are going to think, well, how did the kicker play a key role in the game? But boy, did Jonathan Dorr do that. If he misses any of those kicks, then it's a different game.
Well, the momentum swing, right? Yes. I think any of those missed kicks gives BC a little bit of life, and John nails each one of those kicks. And, obviously 45 yards, those are not easy kicks, especially given the weather conditions. It's still freezing out there, and there's a little bit of a breeze, but he was outstanding. He kept us ahead of them. They got up 7-6 on us, and he kicks a couple of field goals. We get up, and I thought he was very instrumental in keeping the momentum on our side.
It's a defense that just seems to get better every week, even if guys goes out for Khalid went out for a little while today. Other people just step right up, and it gets better and better, and it set the tone again today.
They've been outstanding. Asma Bilal got the game ball because he's been in there for every snap this year, and they've just been remarkable in terms of the way they've played and how they have shut down what you do well. That's 2 big backs. They were 5th in the country in rushing. We held them to 125 yards.
Less than half their normal.
Less than half, exactly. And then, of course, last week they played another physical team in Navy. And we hear this all the time, Jack. You and I talk about it, is the Navy effect. In terms of coming back and how do you respond? Well, they responded pretty good.
You try to make it clear to your guys, yes, senior day is emotional. Celebrate afterwards. If you don't win, you're not going to remember it. And for you, it's important. You want to win, and you want to win handily because you want to get everybody in the game. And those senior days where you're able to do that are your favorites, and you were able to do that today.
It was great. Anytime that you can look back on your senior game and have a victory, but get everybody into the game, that's a pretty successful day for a head football coach. So, we walked out 30 of them today. Well, I think a couple of them had crutches, but we had almost all of them walk out today, and it was great to be able to get all those guys that were able to play today into the football game. Love you. I got a big crowd for you. All right. Thanks for everything. Let's have a ball, right?
Hello, Irish Nation. Welcome to Mixed Mixtape Volume Boston College Week. It is senior week here at Notre Dame. What has been the biggest change from the freshman year team to the senior year team?
Even when I got here, we were really close as a team, but I would say, as a senior, really just realizing it now, how close we are as a team and really how much everybody loves each other.
Yeah, and we win more now.
We do win more now.
All right, Khalid, quick question. If you had to go back to freshman year and swap careers with one of the people in our class, who would you swap with?
Ian Book. No, change that. Make Asaph.
Probably not. Okay, who has made the biggest impact on you from Trevor freshman year to fifth year senior Trevor?
Oh, that's a lot of people to thank, but I would probably have to say Hunter Bivin.
Nice. I love Biv too. What about me?
You've made a big impact, but not nearly as big as Hunter.
Okay, well, I'll take any impact, Jeff. Yeah. What do you think is the biggest difference from this team you see today and the team that you saw freshman year?
I think we have a lot more fun. I think we're a lot closer. I know where everyone's from. Everyone knows where I'm from. We kind of know each other really well. I think that's super important to
I think we're also a lot better looking, like the senior class, than previous senior classes, because we lost a lot as freshmen. Why do you think that? How did that change you, if it changed you at all?
It changes, individuals for the better. When adversity hits, you really find out who you are. And adversity hit that year, and we had to sit there and dig down deep and really see who we wanted to be. What legacy do we want to leave as a class, and who we really are. So when we were 4-8, that made us never want to feel that feeling again.
X, your path to Notre Dame football was not the traditional one. Can you talk to us a little bit about it?
It definitely was not. Actually, everybody just found out in the GOO that I was a senior yesterday, so everybody thought I was a sophomore until today. So tough look for me.
Okay, Julian, so obviously you came here at a scrawny 210 pounds or around that, and you've got up to around 245, maybe 250 on a good day. What has allowed you to grow into the beast we see in front of us today?
Well, yeah, I think we're the best training table in America. Just being able to have that and have those meals every day definitely benefited me. You see this fine body and tone. Yeah. Nice arms,
Yeah, incredible arms, no doubt. So what allowed you to go from 210 pounds of skin and bones to the 250-ish pounds I see in front of me today?
Obviously, I got to shout out Bayless, the nutrition, Carrie, Marta, and then, I would say just me. I went down there and did the hard work.
And this is Mixed Mixtape signing off. Senior Chase Claypool. Really appreciate your time, man. Have a great week.
Let's take a look at this edition of the Play of the Week.
The time now runs out of the pocket, throws to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Being able to end it on a high note in the stadium, that's what everybody wanted. We feel really good about it. And now we can just look back on this day and really remember it for how great it was. And, it's one to remember for sure.
It's time for our TireRack.com question of the week. This week's question comes from Adam Rudes from New York, New York. Coach Kelly, how do you personally prepare for a pregame, halftime, and postgame locker room speech, and how does this change from week to week?
Pregame, it's usually carrying the message that we had during the week, and generally what I've talked about on Friday. So it's carrying that message in pregame. Halftime, it has usually to do with what's happening in the game. And then postgame, again, reacting to the game. So pregame, it's carrying the message that we had leading into it. And then we're reacting to things at halftime and after the game.
Well, the Fighting Irish beat Boston College 40-7 to move to 9-2. Corey Mays, Darren Pritchett with you. Corey, are the Irish playing their best football right now?
I think at this juncture of the season, yes. They are starting fast on offense. They're putting up the yards. They're putting the points on the board. The defense has been consistent in shutting down the other team and creating some turnovers, getting the ball back to the offense so they can score. So at this point, yes.
Last game of the year is at Stanford. Corey, you played at Notre Dame. It's always a road game Thanksgiving week. Is football prep a little more difficult during Thanksgiving week?
It really isn't because you're used to being away from your family for Thanksgiving now. It's your new normal. Plus, at the end of the week, you get to go to California for a little mild weather and get out of the South being cold. So, that prep for that week really isn't anything different. You look forward to the meal before you get on the plane to go to California, and you really enjoy the rest of the week.
Final score, Notre Dame 40 and Boston College 7. For Corey Mays and our Fighting Irish Media staff, I'm Darren Pritchett. Thanks for joining us on Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com. And brought to you by Coca-Cola, Under Armour, Gatorade, Vivid Seats, Canon, and SiriusXM.